Mr Speaker, my question without notice is to the Premier. As reported last week, the Queensland Police Service has reinstated staff who were persecuted for refusing COVID vaccination, deeming the directive as unlawful. Will the Premier confirm that all Queensland Government employees who were sacked, stood down or penalised during this shameful period have been fully reinstated with full pay?
I call the Premier.
Mr Speaker, can I thank the member for Hill for the question, and I want to make two observations. The first is he's been putting forward this case for some time. That's the first thing I'll acknowledge. And the second is he's taken the time to come and talk to me about it on some occasions, and I want to thank him for doing that and for the way he's advocated. I can confirm to the member that as of today, there are no mandates remaining in place for any Queensland Government departments when it comes to COVID vaccines. And I want to make that crystal clear to the member and thank him for raising it. And I want to explain to the member why that's the case. The reason why is we are in this state facing a number of crises that have to be overcome. And it can only be overcome with a public service that does feel empowered and respected. And it can only be overcome with a public service that has the numbers and the horsepower to be able to provide those services. And I think of it through the eyes of a Queenslander who calls 000 in their hour of need. They've just gone through a horrendous time and something's happened, someone's broken into their home. They just want to know there's a blue uniform to come and help them. And that's why it's important that that blue uniform is there. And at a time when we have seen the level of police leaving the service at higher than what we've ever seen it before, what we need to do is remove every barrier to get them to come back. And it's important that we do that. And it's important that police, wherever they're able to serve, are given that opportunity. But it's the same for health, where we've got such a desire and a need for frontline staff, people like nurses and doctors and OTs. We've never needed more of them than we need now, Mr Speaker. And we spoke a lot about that during the election campaign, and we spoke a lot about workforce retention and attraction, but it's also about getting them to come back. There's been some good people who haven't been given the opportunity to serve, and we want them to come back. And it's the same across the board. Whatever department they work in, whether it's a role that has interface with the public, whether it's someone serving back of house, we need a public service that feels empowered. And we need a public service that feels respected. But member, above all, the reason why it's essential that those mandates aren't in place is we have to put that all behind us. We've got to move on. We have to move forward. And we have to do so with a way that the community understands that the division that has been experienced can't continue. And the division that existed, for whatever reason, must be a thing of the past. And I do want to thank the member for the way he's taken the cause forward, and I want to assure the member that that's no longer the case in Queensland.
Corruption is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.